What if I told you that the most powerful way to reflect Jesus isn't found in words, but in an action so simple yet so challenging? Love. But not just any kind of love, sacrificial, world-changing love. Welcome to Discovering Jesus, a journey through the book of John. Today's episode is called A Love Like No Other, and we'll be exploring John 15:12 through 27 to uncover what it really means to live as a friend of Jesus in a world that may not always understand or accept us. Jesus says, "This is my commandment. Love each other in the same way I have loved you. There is no greater love than to lay down one's life for one's friends. You are my friends if you do what I command." Think about that for a moment. Jesus doesn't just suggest that we love one another, he commands it. And not with a generic surface level love, but with a love that's willing to sacrifice everything. Here's a question for you. When was the last time you loved someone in a way that cost you something? Are you willing to love others even when it's inconvenient, even when it requires sacrifice? Now, Jesus continues in verse 16 and says something that's both comforting and challenging. You didn't choose me, I chose you. I appointed you to go and produce lasting fruit so that the Father will give you whatever you ask for using my name. Friends, this isn't just an invitation, it's a calling. You've been chosen to be a beacon of this radical love. But there's more. Jesus doesn't sugarcoat the reality of what comes with following him. In verse 18, he says, "If the world hates you, remember that it hated me first." Let's be real. Living out this love isn't always popular. The world might misunderstand, judge, or even oppose you. When faced with opposition, do you shrink back or do you stand firm in the love and truth of Jesus? The good news, we are not alone in this. In verse 26, Jesus promises the advocate, the Holy Spirit, to help us testify to this truth. But I will send you the advocate, the Spirit of truth. He will come to you from the Father and will testify all about me. That's right. You have divine help to live and share this love. Are you leaning on the Holy Spirit to help you love and testify even when it feels impossible? So how do we put this love into action? Here are 3 key ways. First, choose to love beyond comfort. Go beyond the easy gestures and step into sacrificial love. 2, embrace rejection with grace. Remember, if you're walking in the light of Jesus, opposition is expected, but you can face it with peace. And lastly, rely on the Holy Spirit. Don't try to do this alone. Pray daily for the Spirit's guidance and strength. Friends, if this lesson has inspired you, let it show in your actions. Go out and love boldly. And if today's message spoke to your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear about this kind of love. Your engagement shows YouTube that this content is valuable, helping us reach more souls. If you'd like to partner with us to continue spreading the gospel and fulfilling the Great Commission, please consider supporting us on Patreon. Your support makes it possible for us to create these videos and share Jesus' love around the globe. And as always, I'd love to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me about a time that you showed or experienced sacrificial love. Your story could inspire someone to take their next step in faith. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, you are chosen. You are loved. And you are called to love others as Jesus has loved you. YouTube says that you'll love this video, so go ahead and check it out. Till next time.